Hello everybody, welcome back to Creeper World 3 Arc Eternal. We're back in the J system, no pause, blind run, and we're looking for electricity quiz here next. I think I want to do the Tucana levels after that. I think there's two of them or three? There's two. Okay. But first we're going to go here. Is this a literal electricity quiz? What on earth? Oh, okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't know electricity very well. Like, I think we're talking about 30 volts plus or minus 6 amps. What the... Okay, we have nothing that we can build at all. Okay, now here's some new stuff that's appeared. Still nothing that I can build. Do I interact with this stuff? If I can't build anything... Destroy the collector to continue. Alright. Alright, so every time you get one wrong, you have to suffer a longer delay until you can try again. Alright. If we did reset... If we destroy that and we hit reset, okay, it recreates those. Let's say we answer B to continue. And they said you wanted to destroy B. Okay, what will happen when switch A closes? Short circuit lamp will turn on. I just gotta be honest, I do not understand. That means current can flow through here. Which one is the lamp? So I'm just gonna guess B, the lamp turns on. You know, I don't understand completely what the symbols are. Like, is this the lamp? Like these two opposite symbols? I don't understand what they mean, so I feel like I can't. Okay, so that was wrong. So obviously we're going to get a short circuit, although I don't know why. Okay, will you be able to see the light from the lamp when the switch closes? This looks like it's a block of some kind. Again, I don't see where there's any information. I'm going to restart this to make sure I didn't miss any explanation here. No, and I didn't. There was nothing else. Like, will it be able to see the light from the lamp? Well, when the switch closes, A, yes, B, no. And I just don't know what the symbols mean. So I don't know what to do other than guess. Okay, that's wrong. So I will be able to see the light from the lamp. Okay, it was no. Choose a component that fits in the contraption. Okay. I can now skip questions. Adds 4 seconds to your penalty time and gives you a penalty. I don't like the way that the text is outside of the box here. What component do you have to place at the question mark to dim the lamp? Okay. I'm going to guess this is... It's like a splitter, maybe? Okay, so what I did is I just took a moment and did a bit of a Google search, because I don't want to just blindly guess my way through these, sort of seems to defeat the purpose of the quiz. So near as I can tell, I have no idea what A is. This is a resistor which reduces flow of electricity. These two are diodes which allow current to go through one direction but not the other direction. That's what it looks like as far as I can tell. And I'm not sure what this looks like because the resistor was something inside it, but I'm assuming this is the lamp. So what component do we have to place here to dim the lamp? I'm thinking it's a resistor. So let's just try this out and see if that makes any sense at all. Nope. Like, I'm not sure where the current is starting. Let's try A then. Nope. And this whole time delay thing doesn't even make any sense because I can just speed up the time. I don't even know... Okay, so a little more information. First of all, I'm confused by what all these are down here. I really am. But having said that, this, I do think, is the symbol for lamp. I found one that looks like this, stands for incandescent light bulb. Go through the lamp. So I think if I allow the current to go this way but not back the other way, maybe that limits... Yeah, the current can go this way and not back the other way. The only other way it can get to the lamp is through this resistor. That could limit it. So if so, then the correct answer should be D. So I'm just sort of trying to gradually figure this out and do it intelligently without just random guessing. No, that's not right. Maybe the resistor would work along with B. Maybe both of them would work. Or maybe I've got the wrong directional diode there. Nope, that's wrong too. Suppose if I put another lamp there, that would take part of the electricity? Is that what we're doing here? Would all of them work? No. Try taking off one of these. Okay. A, B, and D were both answers, but C wasn't. So it does allow the current to flow this way, not this way. And yeah, if we put another lamp up, that would take up some energy. If we put a resistor up, that'd take up some energy, and then the diode flowing the other way. Okay. All lamps are the same. How much energy will each lamp get in 1 hour? Okay, so it was time to go back for more math. And near as I can figure it, volts times amps gives us 180, and that's how many joules we're going to get per second. Then you figure that out per hour, divide it by the 4 lamps, and the answer I come up with is C, 162,000 joules each. So, that's what we have. Right? Please? Hey, I got it right on the first try. What do you know? Which switches need to be closed to turn the light on? Now, the thing is, I don't know if this resistor like stops flow altogether because it's a slightly different. And what is this dotted line? I don't know what any of this is. But let's test it out, because if just closing A is enough, we'll complete the circuit without using B up here. That's probably not right, but let's test it out just to see what the symbols mean. Wrong. Okay, but then that means nothing's going to flow down there at the bottom with this resistor type thing. Now, I wonder if that means that this like diverts the flow here. It could be none. If we close only B, that doesn't make any sense to me. Nope. Wrong answer. Both is the right answer, although I don't understand why. Final component question, turn on exactly 1 lamp. What goes here to turn on exactly 1 lamp? Well, it's not going to flow this way. Resistor doesn't help. But what good does that do? So I'm going to say we keep the current from going this way and send it back this way. sort of nullify that. Let's do C. Nope. See what happens if we put another lamp there. Although that wouldn't make any sense. If that wouldn't be on, then this one would be on too. Resistor doesn't make any sense. Of course, a lot of this just doesn't make sense to me. I just have no idea. I'm skipping this one. I don't even know how to figure it out. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a real big fan of this, and maybe those of you who know electricity symbols can figure out, tell me where I went wrong. I'd be interested in that knowledge, but I'm not an electrician. Okay, so I don't know what to do with this. At a minimum, this level should have explained what all of these symbols mean. Because you can't expect that everybody's going to play your custom level. And it's an interesting idea to just use the Creeper World mechanics. I mean, I still don't think it's that fascinating of an idea, but you know, I can see a one-off level like this. But you got to explain what the symbols mean, what they do. Like, you know, you can't assume everybody's an electrician. That's my verdict on it anyway. And we're going to move on to the Tucana levels. So we're going to start off with, and Tucana is a pretty famous map from the original Creeper World. It's about halfway through the game, I believe, and it's when things started ramping up difficulty-wise. And this first one here looks like they're just trying to replicate it. Yeah, Creeper World 1, that was the deal. You just power up the totems and you win. Now this thing took me a bit to do the first time, but let's see if we can handle it. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it gets fun because the creeper's going to come from all directions. Yep, all we've got are those in relays. And what you've got to do is you've got to place mortars. Let's see, let's put one here. And one here. And the reason for that is you want to make the creeper collect in those pools. And I've built my mortars way too fast, so I'm not getting energy. Yeah, I've probably already messed this up. You know what? I want to do this something closer to the right way. Let's try this again. Basically what I've got to do here is not overbuild my collectors like that. So this is not at all it's not the same. Like, you have a smaller command node, or actually the city or whatever in Creeper World 1, and you've got more building out of collectors to do. But it's the same general idea. Let's put one up there. Okay, so then once those get built, then we're going to go mortar. And that still wasn't perfect, but it was better. Still should have waited a bit longer. All we've got is collectors and relays. You don't have reactors at this point in the first Creeper World. And then I want to get those built. The idea is that the mortars hit each of these craters so that the creeper gets stuck in the craters and can't come wipe you out. Otherwise, you're dead if you don't make that happen. It looks like I built just about the right amount of collectors. Got cannons, mortars. We do have a forge, but it's really not going to do us any good, I don't think. There we go. And so you're going to hit the deepest thing that you can hit. Okay, so let's... yeah, that's going to be a little better placing. And you're fine where you are. There we go. So now the idea is that it keeps it bogged down. And when I first played Tucana, if I remember, I'll link the original Tucana level in the description, as I've done before with some of the other repeats. It's going to force all the creeper to drain in here. But when I first played Tucana, I was building like mortars like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then eventually like shifting them around until I had everything covered. This area would rush and this area would rush. And I didn't realize until somebody showed me in this Something Awful thread that you could just hit like the two here and knock out each one. And so this is a very faithful recreation of it. So now what? Well, now we are going to extend our energy zone. And yeah, we're going a little crazy here, so let's just back off. And overall, I think, this is a faithful recreation except for the fact that it looks like, to me anyway, it looks easier. I think it's easier than the original because of the differences in translation. Seems like it's too easy. Like, we're very easily, there probably isn't enough creeper coming. Very easy to keep the creeper bogged down in the craters. I think you needed more firepower. And you were like barely able to do that at first with the mortars in the first one, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and move one out there. Okay, so these keep everything under control. And then basically we just need cannons to move along and approach. And I'm waiting for... Okay, now I just want to see how many cannons can I afford. We build at least a couple up here. And right now I just want to figure the supply. See where we're at. Yeah, I definitely needed a lot more cannons in the first one. It's just a miniaturized Tucana. That's what I'm going to call it. And, yeah, not as difficult. Okay, looks like we can definitely afford at least one more. We've got your basic leapfrog thing going on here. We're totally safe with the mortars in place. And I think this is going to be quick. Let's move you up there. And start pushing out that way. And we can afford more. Let's keep it rolling. And of course, as we go outwards, we can get little additional bits. And this is one of those maps where every tiny bit of energy mattered in the original. I'm going to stick with the same philosophy here. Let's slide you up there. What I'm trying to do here is just cut off and isolate this, and now I've done it. Let's go ahead and go there. Pull you up that way. And let's just take a moment and get that forge, because we have a totem up. Let's charge that without the forge. We're going to be a little bit low on energy here, so until the forge is built, I'm not going to nullify. And then we'll move around to the others. You can see that we have almost enough energy, but not quite. Feels like this is encroaching a little bit, maybe over time, not by much if it is. Alright, now we're starting to get stuff in. And, oh, that's right. I totally forgot. I can't nullify. This is, again, you connect to all the totems to win this level. Which means we have to keep enough in here to keep that under control. I totally forgot that that was even mentioned in the briefing. Creeper World 1 style advancement. And this was how, of course, all the Creeper World 1 levels were done. And so I'm going to leave a couple cannons by each of those. And we advance, building more. And so instead of nullifying, because nullifying was not even a thing. At no point in that first game do I think it was. But you advance by, you have to keep all of them under control, so you have to spend energy to make sure the nullifiers don't get out of control and wreck your network, and then move on, or the emitters rather, and move on to the next one while still expending the guard energy there. So we've seen a couple levels that there was the one that we went out and around in the ring and had to nullify everything at the end, and with all the different islands, because it didn't give you the nullifier was on an artifact in the middle. And that was a bit of a nod to this, but this is a more complete, I guess, representation of that. Okay, let's move you up here. And right now we want just enough to get to, get to the totem. Could stop here, but I'm not going to, because again, we want to grab everything here for energy. Collectors are the only source of energy we have. So we want all of the terrain. This is now cut off. And even these little bits will eventually pay dividends. Okay, let's keep you here, you there, and throw a collector there and there. And then you are going to come with us over this way, along with a mortar. We'll gradually work our way into that end. What do I want? Well, energy efficiency would be nice. I think that and fire rate, really. Let's get one of each. And they aren't, of course, strictly necessary, but they do help. Now, interestingly, powering all the totems is sucking up more energy, which is making it more difficult. You see, we're really low at the moment. So I think I'm just going to sort of hang out and grab more energy where I can. Any little spot. Until we get surplus. More energy from the forge. Of course, in the original, there were no upgrades by this point in things either. So it was a simpler attack. You just had to get enough energy to power all your cannons by spreading over the map. And now we're starting to get a surplus again, so we can start building more. Boy, even that's not getting there. Okay, I think we've recovered enough. We're going to build another cannon. Now we've definitely got our third totem in place. Let's move you over. Mortar over here. You there. Slide forward a bit. Okay. So now we're going to be pressing down this way for our final target. And let's see. Let's get another cannon up. Looks like I still want more energy. And I'm going to get a range boost as well, as we move our way towards the finish line here. Collector, and this is one of the things about this is it really shows you how much the original Creeper World just encouraged you to cover the map in collectors. That was the deal. Cover the map in this green fractal energy gathering thing. And you still have that at like the beginnings of a lot of Creeper World 3 levels, but then it's reactors and you don't need to use the whole map and all of that. But at the beginning of the Creeper World series, this is what it was all about. And this was one of the more challenging levels. But now it's over and everything blows up and we're all happy. We've got victory. And let's continue on, I think, to the... It says 2 times. Crippled 1, Tucana 2 times. Okay, so there's something here. It doesn't tell me what it is. Looks like it's the same thing, only bigger. Yep, same structures allowed. Okay, let's close in once more with feeling. And this is more, at least initially, this is more the structure that the first one had, as far as the command node being a smaller part of this center area, and you've got more room to build out your collectors. And what I'm doing here is very much like what I did in the first Creeper World Tucana. I just built the square around. And I want to really be careful about when I'm adding more. Here they come. At the same time, I've got the same basic idea, which of course is going to be to pin it down in those craters. Now let's see. Yeah, I can't. There's no way I'm reaching both. So that means that... Okay. Got lots of energy. I'm going to use some of it. We're going to need... Gah. Okay, we're going to need 4 mortars and soon. So let's mortar here, 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 and here. Now let's see. If I can't afford that, then what I'll do is... Nope, I don't think I can. So let's turn you off for now. Now we're about even. Let's continue throwing up a collector at a time. Oh my goodness, you're not even connected. Maybe there? And then that'll connect those other ones. Okay. So the idea is that we'll at least hold off these 3. Oh, I think I've got enough. Now, we don't have... Yeah, this looks like one of those pulse or slip emitters. Not even telling me how much it is. But we're going to be able to keep this under control, I think, with the 4 mortars. I'm just going to build a collector at a time on these rises. Let's see, we're pretty... All right, I'm going to build 2 at a time now. Now I've got to start adding more. And I'm going to add more energy. More energy comes first. Then after that comes more weaponry. I think I want to follow the same general principle, which is mortars first, then add cannons. And I want to have, I think, let's throw a couple there. So I'm not sure. I think this is going to gradually start creeping toward me. And then I want to get this right here, because I want to get right down in here and hit the very deepest part. And I'll add more mortars if I need to. There we go. And I'm hoping that's going to back this off. But let's also get a cannon up here just in case it doesn't. We've got more energy. I can move these cannons later. Let's just get them in place near the mortars. Now let's move you there. I want to move these mortars into positions where they can more effectively... That's a little better. I'd really like you to be there. Yeah. What do you have? I think increasing the range on this level is going to be more beneficial. Let's see. That's really about as good as I can do from here. Let's wait for those to finish. And I feel like we're holding it off just fine. And now I just want to build up a group. You know what, let's just start up here again. And I want to keep at each of these, you know, sections. I'm even not sure about this. Let's throw another cannon there. I want to make sure I have a thorough defense. Let's move you up. Oh, see, we just lost a collector down here. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking about, let's get a mortar. Let's try one here. And one down here. And just, like, boot the creeper from the very end of those. Trying to get this to flow off because that's at a height of 5. This is only at a height of 4, so it's not that far. But see, now it's starting to go. And this here actually does appear to hit both craters just slightly. And that's going to kick the creeper off. How do you have enough for defense? Enough energy for defense and yet still be able to sustain a successful attack? Because my first time at Tucana, the first one, in the Creeper World original game, I couldn't move. Like, I was in a position where I could hold it off forever, but I couldn't make progress. And part of that was just, you know, not being particularly familiar with placing the weapons and what they were good at. But it was still a very interesting phenomenon that I was kind of stuck with. I want you to now come all the way out here to the end because I want you to hit further away. And obviously getting to one of the totems is going to be important. Whoops, you're not really working there. Okay, move back a little bit. So it's coming up on the end, at least for now. Okay, now it's back again. And we're positioned over here. So you can just sort of slide out that way. Okay, now we appear to have an energy surplus again. And gradually add a couple cannons at a time and start pushing. I think for this one it's big enough that I'm going to use the relays. It'll just be easier maneuvering that way. Get the energy to the cannons in time for them to use it. There we go. Yeah, I think just a gradual push forward now. Once I have enough energy for it, I think I definitely want another mortar along with this group. Start knocking out some of the deeper stuff, but we should be able to just gradually advance along this front. I do think we're pretty close here to replicating the original Tucana in terms of the energy balance. You know, the fact that you have enough energy to do what you need to do at the beginning, but you don't have any extra. You don't have enough space to get much of a surplus, so you have to wisely position your units, or, well, you're going to have problems. Let's go ahead and throw up another relay right there. And I think we're ready for that mortar. Of course, I don't want to move too many cannons at once. That's always a concern in these situations. Have this mortar help clear the path better. There we go. And I think now let's start getting that forge up. Have it ready when we get out here. And we're a little bit short on energy now, so we definitely are not going to be able to put up any more weapons anytime soon. I think that's where I'm going to want, yeah, one of them. Grab some more energy there. It'll eventually help us a bit. If I get one more relay in here, I'll be able to grab that and then start boosting the energy, and then it's going to be all over for the creeper. See, there. That work? It will. We're going to take that opportunity. Looking around the other areas here, we're doing pretty well. I don't see a great deal, like I can throw a collector in there, maybe a little bit in a couple places around here, but mostly there isn't that much that we can use that we're not already using. Grab that just for fun. go ahead and put you right down there. There we go. Now we're starting to get the Aether in. Packet speed, not an issue at the moment. Right now I'm concerned with the energy supply. So relay down here. And really I want more weapons to be able to cut this off. I just don't feel like I've got enough firepower to do that quite yet. Oh, okay. There's our energy going up. We can't boost AC storage, we can't boost ore efficiency. Well, so what? And now all of a sudden we've got plenty of energy. I'm going to add another cannon and another mortar. This one definitely taking a little bit longer, but we're not far from turning the corner and really starting to clear some things out. At least I don't think we are. Another cannon. Collected there. One perhaps there. Yeah, let's move you up. Get all of you in the fight. And now here's our first sign of making a break. Okay, so let's see. Let's move you that way, move you that way. Slide you as a guardian. I think maybe we're going to want a mortar guardian for these as well. I'm not sure, but what about 2 cannons and a mortar? Let's go ahead and boost our fire rate. Yeah, it looks like that's enough, but barely with that fire rate. I think I'm going to want to increase fire rate again. Yeah, and actually it's not even enough. I want to increase fire rate again so that they can handle the pressure. And meanwhile... Yep. Let's see, over this way. Another relay. And push out. You are accomplishing nothing. come over here and join the fight. Forward, everybody, forward. I don't think that we need any more energy efficiency. Go and relay here and here, and I think I want to build another artery. Another relay artery. It's time for it. It's all faded in this area. Can add a bunch more collectors. So now we're really starting to be able to ramp up. There we go. Now we can boost that fire rate again. And you're doing nothing? You come with. Same with you. See if we can get away with this now. I think so. A little concerned about the packet speed, though. I'm going to grab a couple upgrades there. But otherwise, would like one more packet speed and then one more fire rate upgrade, because this is a little bit close. We're keeping it under control, but barely. Move forward again. Here's our second totem. And we're almost done wrapping up this half of the map. I'm just getting a little bit mentally lazy here. I need to keep everything moving forward. Okay, so if we... yeah, 2 and 1 should be enough. 2 cannons, 1 mortar. There's our second packet speed, and then we just need another fire rate, which is going to require more Aether than I currently have. Let's go and grab a couple of energy upgrades there. And okay, all of you can move out this way, as can you, as can you. And then let's... whoa, 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 that's not what I wanted. Get back over there. Let's send another one, make sure it's okay. Yep. Alright. Now we should be under control. Up to almost 30 energy income. And let's see, let's relay something out here. At this point, I don't think more weapons is going to be hugely helpful. Increased range and fire rate is. And that just takes time with the upgrades. Got enough weapons that I'm kind of just packing them in here. And I've got enough energy for everything, so I'm going to stop building collectors at this point unless that changes. Don't have to worry about packing those in, just keep the relays coming. And move forward. Almost to the next fire rate boost. And then I think we'll start doing some range. There we go. Yeah, I'm having trouble just getting everybody in range enough to fight along this front. Throw up that relay there. Give us our third totem, and we're going to move in on our third slip emitter, or whatever they are. And work on cutting this one off. Alright, closing in on the end. The final emitter, the final totem even closer. Our double-sized Tucana level about to be done. But I think these are... I really think this one and the one before it are really a good, true homage. Like, really took care to, you know, a couple different takes on it, but clearly the author of this, Jay, really liked the Tucana levels and did a faithful representation. A couple of them. So to that extent, there's a bit of applause that goes with it, but these have been, at the same time, a bit tedious to play as well. Especially this one. Just feels like, I mean, been a little over half an hour, but it feels like it's been taking longer than that. Okay, so let's put this in, finish up, boost our build speed as we, oh, it only lets us go up to 5. Okay. Packet speed up. And there it is. Well, that was a nice group of levels to knock out. We still have the majority of the J system to go. Not a big fan of Electricity Quiz, but I gotta give mostly a round of applause to the 2 Tucana levels. Not sure we'll be heading next, but I'll worry about that next time. Thanks for watching. More Creeper World 3 will continue.